Have you ever made your own butter from scratch? Well, if you haven't, I'm going to show you how to do it real quick and easy, just like this. Let's make some roasted garlic and herb homemade butter. Come on.
Ooh, I'm going to chemist. You know she got plenty food for me to eat.
Mommy, will you make it again?
For this butter, you only need a few ingredients: heavy cream, herbs, and garlic and salt. That's it. First, we're going to roast our garlic. So we're going to cut the top off of the garlic, put it in some aluminum foil. Yes, I said some aluminum foil. We're going to sprinkle it with a little bit of salt, pepper, and we're going to do a little bit of smoked paprika because I'm grown. Then a little bit of olive oil or grapeseed oil, whatever oil you want to use. Roll it up, pop it in the oven on 425 for at least 50 minutes, no longer than an hour. And you're going to have the perfect roasted garlic. That's going to make your house smell amazing. Trust me on that. Now, you know I'm big on my prep, on my mise en place, so I'm going to prep all my herbs first. I'm going to take all the stuff off the stems, my rosemary, my thyme. I'm going to add it to a herb grinder. That's really supposed to be a dry herb grinder, but I don't care because I'm grown. So I use it to cut up my fresh herbs. I'm going to add it all to that. I'm going to blend it to nice and smooth and little tiny pieces. If you want yours chunky like me, that's fine, but I didn't want mine like that. So I added some parsley to that, and I blended it till it was nice and powdery looking. But remember, it's fresh herbs, so it won't get too powdery. But it does kind of like the good stuff. Now, the question is, did you know that heavy cream makes butter? Yes, heavy cream makes butter. I added a whole carton, I think it was a pint of heavy cream to my stand mixer. Added my paddle attachment on there, and I started blending it away. You're going to see this butter go through a lot of different phases. The first phase is going to look like heavy cream that's a little bit thick. You're going to see it go through the whipped cream stage. And it'll go past the whipped cream stage and start getting like a little bit curdly and ugly, like this. But that's okay. Keep on going. Once the heavy cream separates, you'll start seeing that it separates to butter and buttermilk. That's what you're seeing right here. The butter will stick to the paddle and the buttermilk will sit at the bottom of the bowl. Take the butter out, put it in a separate bowl, then take that buttermilk out and strain it over to a mason jar. And we're going to use that to make some biscuits, some fried chicken, or something. It will last in the fridge for about 4 to 5 days, but I say use it kind of quickly. I say within 1 to 2 days, just to make sure it's still fresh. Now for the butter, go ahead and start pressing out any remaining buttermilk with some cold water. Pour it over the butter. Why say pour it over the butter? Yeah, pour it over the butter. Get all that buttermilk out of there. Rinse it off till the water is clear like this. Then we're going to add it back to the stand mixer. And remember that roasted garlic we did earlier? It is done and ready to be squeezed into that butter. Use that whole bulb of garlic. Yes, I said the whole bulb. Then we're going to add in a pinch of salt, as much as you want to. Don't overdo it, but you do want it to be like a salted butter. If you don't want it to be salted butter, don't add the salt in. Then we're going to come up with that fresh herbs that we blended up nice and fine. Add those in there. Add the paddle mixture right back on there and blend that butter together. You can do it with your hand, but the butter is pretty hard right now because it was cold in cold water. So you want to do it with the paddle mixture because you already used it earlier, right? Blend it up to nice and smooth. You'll start seeing it be like well incorporated. And now you know it's ready to go. And you got, boom, roasted garlic and herb butter. However you want to store it, it's up to you. But I take mine, I put it on some parchment paper, and I kind of make it to like the size of butter when you buy it in the store. But clearly this is way more butter than you get in the store. And it's some of the freshest butter you would ever taste. You can leave it just like this. You can actually leave butter out if you didn't know that. You can leave it out of the fridge. It doesn't have to go in the fridge. But if you want to, just pull it, roll it up, nice and tight like, oop, then put it in the fridge. Once you take it out, it'll be nice and hard. And you can slice it up, put it on your steak, put it in your rice, put it in your chicken. It really don't matter what you do it. If you love butter on anything, you will love this butter on everything. I just love how you can see the herbs and the garlic in every piece of this butter. If you would have did with a hand mixer, you probably would have been struggling still and still been mixing right now. But that paddle attachment on the mixer helped it get all well incorporated all throughout the butter. Look how it slices beautifully. And baby, that's butter. You see that roasted garlic in there? You see that herb in there? That is beautiful. And I'm telling you, once you make butter yourself, you're never going back. I love y'all. All right, bye.